Hello, my name is Sabrina Walchak, and today I'm going to be talking about the significance and the overall understanding of Star Wars The Clone Wars, the animated series. To kick things off, the Star Wars The Clone Wars animated series takes place in between the films Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, and adds a great amount of detail as to what occurs between then and there. Apart from the show's beautiful cinematics, we also get to see more details about the Star Wars universe, such as the execution of Order 66 and how it plays out behind the scenes, apart from Anakin's destruction, as well as Anakin Skywalker's connection to the Force and his prophecy as the Chosen One and how that develops. We also see how characters connect with one another and rely on each other in the hardest times. One of the earliest relationships we learn about in the show is the relationship between Ahsoka Tano and Anakin Skywalker. Anakin trains Ahsoka throughout the series as his Padawan, teaching her many lessons and truthfully doing his best to make a life of war better for her to the best of his abilities, which is difficult at times. Throughout the show, we see these two defend and aid one another significantly. They develop a unique bond and attachment to each other in such a way that they refer to each other as siblings at times. Tragically for Ahsoka, she is accused for treason at the end of Season 5 of The Clone Wars, which greatly weakened her faith within the Jedi Council. She made a grand escape from the federal prisons in an attempt to prove her innocence, while receiving some aid from Anakin as well, as he worked to prove her innocent as the best he could. Once the true culprit had been caught proving Ahsoka's innocence, she was invited to return to the Jedi Order, but after seeing that no one had trusted her besides Anakin, she decided she could not return. This moment of lost faith for Ahsoka also later contributed to Anakin's loss in faith towards the Jedi Council and the Republic, making him more vulnerable to the dark side of the Force. Throughout the show, we see Anakin's connection with the Force and how it brings him strength and weakness. We see many moments in the show where he connects to the dark side of the Force, which tragically contributes to his demise in the creation of Darth Vader. We even see moments within the show where his future as Darth Vader is foretold. This occurs when Ahsoka, Anakin, and Obi-Wan Kenobi mistakenly travel to the planet of Mortis, where they are greeted by the father, daughter, and son, the beings who control the balance of the Force, the light, and the dark. The ultimate point of the show occurs during the Siege of Mandalore right before the execution of Order 66, in which all clones are ordered against their will to kill any living Jedi for treason. Many characters come into play during this time period in the show. The ultimate goal of the Siege of Mandalore is to battle for leadership over the planet and for the throne to be claimed by a Mandalorian once again after the saddening death of Duchess Satine, rumored to be the lover of Obi-Wan Kenobi in the past. Ahsoka Tano fights alongside clones and members of a cult known as Death Watch to ultimately return the planet's rule to the Mandalorians after being overtaken by Darth Maul, who was found alive at the end of Season 4. As war happens across Mandalore, Ahsoka battles Maul in the throne room in an artistic battle to capture Maul for the Republic. Their grand fight ends with Maul's defeat and the Mandalore being reclaimed by the Mandalorians. After Maul's capture, Ahsoka traveled to Coruscant, where the Council is located, to imprison Maul. During this journey, the Order is sent out to execute Order 66, where we see Ahsoka tragically fight against her friends and family. In a swift rescue, she is able to save one clone known as Rex. The two have fought together in battle for years, and neither could bear to see how Order 66 ended. They fought together to keep themselves alive as best they could. In the end of the day, they managed to escape the cruiser they were on, which crashed into an unknown moon later on. After the crash, Ahsoka and Rex searched the ship for all fatalities and gave each clone a final burial ground, ending the series and tying directly into the end of Revenge of the Sith. Apart from the storyline of the Clone Wars series, the series also provides lots of lore and history to other aspects of the Star Wars saga. One of the most recent examples of lore contributing to the Star Wars saga happens throughout the show The Mandalorian. Not only does the Clone Wars contribute to this, but so does the Star Wars Rebels series, which correlates with the Clone Wars series. In The Mandalorian, we are introduced to quite a few people and objects that are only recognizable to fans of the Clone Wars and Rebels series. One object introduced at the end of Season 1 is known as the Darksaber, a treasure to Mandalore and its people, and it is presented in the hands of a character known as Moff Gideon. It is unknown so far as to how he came into possession of the saber, for the last time we had seen the saber in the Star Wars universe was during the Rebels series, in which a Mandalorian known as Bo-Katan had it in her possession. In light of that, some of the characters we are introduced to in the Mandalorian series are Bo-Katan and Ahsoka Tano, two very strong, resilient, independent women who only have ever made an appearance in the animated series prior to their appearance in The Mandalorian. Knowing about their lives, personality, and connections with the Star Wars universe adds a great deal of detail to their significance in the show. In the latest episode of The Mandalorian, a character known as Grand Admiral Thrawn is announced, a character who had previously made an appearance in the Star Wars books and the Rebels series. In this episode, we meet Ahsoka Tano in live action for the first time and receive further hints about the future of the show. During the episode, Ahsoka instructs the Mandalorian to travel to another planet where the child he carries can reach out to the Force, and by doing this, another Jedi may appear to aid the child in training in the ways of the Force, where Ahsoka cannot assist. Theories have been booming over the past couple of days of who this mysterious Jedi may be, leading people to three options: Luke Skywalker, who we see in the original Star Wars trilogy and the sequels, Cal Kestis, a Star Wars video game character, and Ezra Bridger, a character introduced during the Rebels series and the last person to be seen with Grand Admiral Thrawn. Thank you for watching and listening to me ramble about my all-time favorite franchise. I wish I could get more in depth with characters and plots throughout all the series, and if you get the chance, I think the show is worth a watch if you are already a fan of Star Wars. Well, I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you later. Bye!